Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Scorpio. We're going to see what's going on with Scorpio. Scorpio, I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what is going on with you this week. Okay, Scorpio. What I'm showing so far. Let me just go here first. Scorpio, I'm feeling like there's an element of realizing that you may have had some issues with codependency in the past. I feel like you may be trying to become independent or focus on your independence. Okay, I think that you are starting to understand that there are ways to make sure your needs are met, and you're open to all you're open to all possibilities in life when it comes to your work, your imagination, your pursuits. There's an emphasis where you are not waiting to be rescued by anybody. That's the energy that I'm getting from you right now, along with generosity. We're going to go ahead and take a look at these cards, and we're going to find out, Scorpio, that you could be holding on tightly to things, right? And typically, from what I see, is you are most likely a give your all to everybody, giving everything. It seems like you're pulling back on that a little bit. It almost seems as if you're being stingy about who you share with. Now, this could be out of lack, or this could be out of lessons learned. But I think you might be struggling with generosity right now, or when to give, when to share, how much to give. That could have been a problem in the past for you. I feel like you're starting to pay attention to your intuition. I feel like Scorpios have always paid attention to their intuition, but I also feel like there was a lot of opportunity for learning, and you may have been thrown a curveball. I know that what my intuitive senses tell me are true. I think, Scorpio, that you may have doubted yourself for a little while. I think that something may have happened that you weren't aware of, or you didn't know how severe it would be. And I think you may have missed it. It's okay to trust your intuition. It's still there. That was just, I guess, a lesson that had to be learned, which is why you could have been completely veiled. That's what it seems like. It seems like going forward, you're going to move with wisdom and discernment. You're open to understanding your spiritual truths. I feel like, Scorpio, you have a sixth sense, right? I feel like you're trying to move in wisdom. You're trying to detach yourself from things that don't serve you anymore. And I think you're focused on trusting in a higher power. That's the energy I'm getting for Scorpio. Just for this week, this is kind of where you are. So I'm going to put those over there in case I need to reference them again. Scorpio, like I was saying before, I feel like your perspective could have changed on something. Okay, perspective, changing on things. I think that you may have been feeling stuck in some old ways. I don't know if you guys can see that. There were some old ways, or maybe you felt like you were stuck. Because we see you're experimenting what it is you feel. What is my perspective on things? Well, how do I view things? I'm starting to view things from an opposite direction, meaning I just am not interested in seeing things my way anymore. I am interested in seeing how other people view things. I'm interested in reaching out to maybe friends and families to understand what their perspective is. And I think this is you, Scorpio, questioning whether or not, or just kind of getting a feel for other people's opinions to see, like, am I wrong? Really examining the way you look at things. And I think you're trying to decide whether or not your views are black and white, or is there any room for gray? Okay, we have Four of Pentacles is upright. That is you, like I was saying earlier, holding on tightly to something. Either it's money you're holding on to, or you're holding on to some situation and you aren't able to let it go. You're not budging on your opinion from it. I believe this could have to do with both. I believe you might be holding on to some situation, but I also believe that you might be holding on tightly to money. That's kind of what I'm getting here throughout this spread. We have Ten of Wands reversed. So again, this card is reversed. This card particularly is telling you to get your financial house in order, and that could be what you're doing when you're holding on tightly to pentacles or money or whatever it is you're holding on to. But this has to do with you cutting your losses. Like, let me just get rid of this now. This no longer serves me. How about I can't afford this, or I'm not going to continue to do this or that or give to this situation. But you're not letting go of it, right? So this Ten of Wands tells us that really You might be in a place where you have to get your financial house in order. You could be in debt, and you need to cut your losses in order to avoid, I guess, losing bigger, if you will, if that makes any sense. We have Five of Pentacles. This, again, is talking about money being tight. This is money that you're expecting to come in, right? And it may not come in. You may actually want to consider reaching out to others for help if you're in some sort of a situation. I believe here, like, there was some reading I did before for Scorpio in regards to getting your financial house in order. You make sure you read the documents and the deadlines. Make sure you understand when deadlines are, whatever that has to do with. Okay, Five of Pentacles, there was some sort of money or something that you were waiting for financially, and it may be delays there, or it may not be coming. So you're being cautioned to, I guess, reach out to your friends and family for assistance if you need help. Scorpio, you could also be in an unhappy situation, but it's a situation where you do actually have the ability to change what's going on. You need to know that whatever situation you're in that is uncomfortable, that is hurtful, that is bad, it is temporary. Okay? At this time, I think, Scorpio, you're in a situation also. We have Seven of Swords here reversed, where nothing is what it seems. Like, it seems like you have a perception of something, or you feel something, and you just... Nothing is what it seems. I think there's an element where you feel deceived in some kind of a situation. And we'll go back and take a look at that. So you could be feeling deceived by something. You might want to consider taking a different plan of action as it pertains to this situation. Maybe you want to view things differently. Maybe you want to view things realistically. We have the Fool card. We have the Fool card. That Fool card talks about taking like there's a new beginning. There's some journey here. You might be actually having to make a decision because it's reversed. So there's some decision that has to be made. And I think you might be in a position, Scorpio, where you have to decide between what is fantasy and what is real, right? And how you want to move forward. Okay? This card is also advising you to make a pros and cons list of what serves you and what doesn't, whatever that means to you. And it could be about money. It could have to do with this situation that is bad. These cards also show, Scorpio, that you are having nostalgic memories about somebody. You could be thinking about somebody from the past. You could be... And I don't know how long ago this is, but this talks about, the Six of Cups talks about some kind of like nostalgia. There's somebody that you're thinking of, probably from your past. You know, or this could be a change in your life that makes you feel secure all of a sudden. The Queen of Wands talks about, the Queen of Wands is not a person. If the Queen of Wands is not a person, this talks about you having a Queen of Wands energy. And you're going to move forward in some situation in confidence. But this card in this spread is also advising you that it's a good time to move forward in your business if you've been stumped with that. So whatever it is, it looks like it's a good time. It looks like you might be holding on to something. Your perspective is changing. I think there's some obstacles with money. I think you're holding on tightly to a situation and also money. I feel like you're in a really strange situation. And I think it's a difficult situation, but I'm pretty confident you can get yourself out of it too. Okay? So also, with Eight of Swords, it talks about, you know, isolation, keeping myself away from some kind of madness that is not good for me. Or there's something there that is not good for you that you feel like. Also, you might feel deceived or betrayed in some situation. Okay? The Fool cautions you that you want to move forward and have a new beginning, but there are some things that you might need to watch out for. We have Six of Cups here. The nostalgic memories, I'm going to go in and see what that's about. I'm going to see what that's about too. But you're having, this talks about, the Fool reverse talks about fantasies. And then you also have Six of Cups, which talks about nostalgic memories about somebody. So you could be questioning whether or not, or still deciding about somebody in your past, or I don't know what this is about. Let's take a look. Okay, ancestors, please tell me. I'm using these guys. Ancestors, please tell me. Tell me about the situation that Scorpio is in, please. Please clarify Eight of Swords. Ancestors. Who is Scorpio isolated from? Nine of Swords. Okay, you could be having some kind of nightmares, anxiety, grief, or depression over a situation. So that's a bit something that you're having grief over. Ancestors, tell me more, please. It could have to do with the King of Wands. That could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That you're having like these nightmares over, or whatever happened with this particular person. Okay, and the next card that came out is Three of Swords. Okay, so you could be feeling deceived where somebody, you feel like maybe somebody maybe that you were having a relationship with did something that was deceitful. It could have been a third party. Ancestors, tell me about Seven of Swords, please, Ancestors. I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think I really need to pull anymore. I'll pull one more. That looks like it was deceit here. Ancestors, there was some kind of betrayal, third party. Okay, Nine of Cups. So Seven of Swords, we have Nine of Cups. So this is something about you still wishing to maybe have some kind of encounter with somebody. Alright, this is somebody that you're dreaming of or wish come true. Ancestors. Okay, so it looks like you might still be having feelings about somebody who maybe you aren't together with anymore. Alright, you might be looking for some sort of recognition or success with this person. Ancestors. Let me just see one more. Ancestors, tell me about Six of Cups, please, for Scorpio. The Empress. Okay. Alright. Abundance. Hold on. The Empress. Somebody could be pregnant. And you have Two of Pentacles. There's some choices that have to be made. Scorpio, perhaps you could be trying to make a decision about something or somebody. It could have to do with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Ancestors, one more, please. It could have to do with a fellow water sign. We have King of Cups here. That could be another Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. One more. Where did that go? Let me take it. Okay. So Four of Swords talks about you taking some kind of a rest. You took a rest from some kind of a situation and now you're having nostalgic memories about it. Alright, let's take a look and see who is here. I also want to pull one more on Scorpio's energy and love. I don't want this to be too long. Ancestors, show me Scorpio's energy and love, please. I'm using these guys. Ancestors, show me Scorpio's energy and love, please. Scorpio's energy and love, please. Tell me about, well, just tell me, Ancestors. Tell me what I need to know. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. It came out reverse, codependency. I feel like codependency was an issue for Scorpio because we see Scorpio trying to focus on their independence and not be codependent. So we have that here. So there could have been some codependency or addictions with whoever it is you came here for. With your partner, it could have been an air sign. I see a little bit of air here, actually. Hold on. Very soon, you need to clearly decide what you want so it comes to you. So, Scorpio, you can manifest what it is you want. And I think you're using wisdom and discernment to go about getting what you want. I think that you may have some issues or concerns with finances, or so there are some things that you need to stay on top of. You need to reach out to others to make sure you have some flow of money. There's something going on with money where you may have to reach out to other people. I think another thing that is going on in your energy, sorry about that, guys, is Eight of Swords. It looks like there's some sort of self-imprisonment that you might be pondering or thinking about trying to figure something out here because it was a third party. You're having nightmares about something. It might be a King of Wands, It's a third party. It looks like it's a third party, and this could have to do with somebody. Well, I mean, okay. There was an affair had. It looks like the affair could have been had between an air sign and also, I don't know, who was this? King of Wands? Like a fire sign. So there could have been something there where there was some interruption in your relationship, and your relationship could have been with an air sign. We have more air here. And again, we have Nine of Cups under here. So Nine of Cups talks about wishes coming true. Now, Scorpio, you could be wishing to be with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This could be because this is a situation that is supposedly, this is going to turn around for you, right? So with the Seven of Cups, you just want to make sure that you do not, that's not something, this, with the seven, what is that? With the Seven of Swords, you just want to acknowledge the fact that somebody betrayed you. And I think it might be somebody that you obviously had a lot of love for, I think. Because we see Nine of Cups here, but then we see Six of Wands. So that's some kind of recognition. Maybe this person is going to reach out to you and say something to you. Or maybe this is a completely separate situation. When you're having nostalgic memories, you still, I don't know if there was a time, I don't know if you're pregnant, or I don't know if you're pregnant, or there was a time when you were pregnant. I think you might be thinking of happy times with some person. There's also options, and there's decisions that need to be made about something. You may be putting them on hold, Scorpio. We have the King of Cups energy here, so that could be, I'm not sure if this has to do with the King of Cups or if this is your energy. We have Four Wands. I'm sorry, we have Four Swords. I was like, oh boy. Okay, so we have Four Swords. This talks about taking some kind of rest or renewal from something, but you're still thinking about this matter. I think Scorpio right now, I think you're kind of focused on, your finances. I think that whatever's going on with the affairs of the heart, I think you might be, I don't know if you're active in these, if that makes any sense. It kind of seems like you're focused on yourself here and working on yourself, working on generosity, moving in discernment, working on communicating better, your independence. So the cards are just advising that you need to get your financial house in order, but you also need to make a decision about how you want to move forward in love and how are you going to do things differently. That's what I'm getting out of this. Let me just see something here. Ancestors. Ancestors, please help me understand. Tell me more about Three of Swords, please. Okay, this one keeps, I'm going to take it. Aww, heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost and grieving. You're mourning about something. You might be mourning some situation where somebody deceives you and put you in a third party. Or maybe you deceived them and put them in a third party. Ancestors. Ancestors, please help me understand. Please help me understand Six of Wands. Ancestors, help me understand, what does this mean, please? What is this about? Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference here. Alright. So, somebody could have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this could have been you, Scorpio. This could have something to do with an air sign. Somebody seduced somebody. Ancestors, give me one more, please. One more for Four Swords, please. Tell me about this break that Scorpio is taking. Ancestors, please help me understand the break that Scorpio is taking. Okay. Okay, you're still, okay, you might be separated from this person. However, you keep having these fleeting triggers, this turmoil. You have resentment towards somebody for something that they may have done to you. You feel like you may have learned lessons out of it, but you're letting go and you're taking care of you. So I think that Scorpio, you might be moving on in your career and making plans to make yourself more independent. But I also think you're having these thoughts, these fleeting thoughts that keep coming back about, I don't know if I don't know how many situations this is, but it does say that you're heartbroken and you're mourning some kind of loss. All right. Is there anything else you guys need to... Nope, I don't think so. Let me see if I have any more cards. I do want to... You heard that right. That's how my life goes, guys. Sorry. I know I got a lot going on here, right? I don't have any... Oh, it's like that. I don't have any message cards. That's so weird. I usually do. And I don't. Okay. Really? Let me see if I have cards. 1 second, guys. Hey, you know what I happen to have? I'll just take these. This is a Moonology. I'll just use them. I don't use these a lot. I don't know what it is. I just... Ancestors. Messages for Scorpio, please. Ancestors, final messages for Scorpio. Let me shuffle these again. Ancestors. Messages for Scorpio, please. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Let's see what else the cards have to say. Actually, I need the codependency. Very soon you need to decide what you want. Your commitment is being tested. Ancestors, one more, please. I think your commitment is being tested not only in the areas of love, but also in the area of finances and yourself. Ancestors. Like, am I going to continue to work this hard for other people harder than I work for myself? Ancestors. So I think this is overall commitment being tested for you, Scorpio. Ancestors, one more. One more, ancestors. It's time to take action. Yeah, guys, it might be time to take action. I don't know if you guys have been stagnant. Whatever it is that has to do with business, it's time to move forward with that. Find a way. It looks like money might be an issue with you, but then you need to reach out to people to help you. All right? Okay. Yeah. So, also, I feel like there were some issues with affairs of the heart, Scorpio. Your commitment is being tested, codependency. I believe that's something that you're working on, but you are going to make a decision soon about how you want to move forward, I guess, with your love life. All right, if you're not currently involved with anybody. And it's time to take action. I think in both aspects, in commitment, self-wellness, whatever it is. It's just that there are some things that I think you're working on. It's just, to me, looks like a transition. And I think that you are working but reflecting. I think you get these fleeting thoughts of things that happened in the past, but you're going to clearly decide what you want soon. I think that you are working on and understand that there could be a problem with it. There is a problem with codependency and addictions. Now, the addictions could be too much of anything. Okay. So, with that said, that's all I have for you guys. Just a quick weekly reading. See where your energy is. I love you. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, like, share, subscribe, guys. Okay. I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay. Kisses.